guys, I'm Stu from Pace Athletic, and I've got Simon, who's the event director for Bear Creek Trail Run with me today. We thought the event's coming up on November 5th, and perfect opportunity for us to run through the event, what to look for, and Simon will kind of run us through a few key details. So, Simon, good to have you here.
Great to be here.
To start off with, mate, the event is on the 5th of November. How many years has it been going for now?
Started in 2010, so we're up into our teens now.
Yeah.
So a pretty long running event for a community event.
Getting up there, yeah. Obviously with a local event like this, a lot of people have done it for one, but a lot of people thinking about doing it, they're so accessible.
There's the accessibility is a key part of it. So being close to home, you don't have to travel out 3 hours into the bush to go and run. Being able to go and do a really cool run and be home by lunchtime on a Sunday, that's pretty cool. The course is really runnable. So people coming from a bit of a road background, maybe they can go and give a trail run a go. It's definitely a trail run, but it's really runnable. So that's pretty cool. And then it's something for kind of all runners, from the 2K that kids can go and run right up to a solid 20K head out and everything in between. So, you know, you can have mum and dad running, the kids can run, everyone can kind of get out there, and it's super friendly, so it's really inclusive.
Yeah, I guess whilst we're chatting about distances, do you think for a lot of new trail runners who maybe don't have trail running shoes, is an event you need specific gear for?
Look, the great thing about running, I mean, you guys know this, a decent pair of shoes is kind of all you need to go running, which is pretty good. Trail shoes are going to make you feel more comfortable, but you can get out there with a pair of road shoes and run, not a problem. Nice.
Yeah, my input there probably would be like the shorter distances, if you're new to it, have a crack. If you're getting a bit more serious, 12 and 20, probably worth having footwear for one, and maybe for the longer stuff, start looking at other accessories.
And we hear that from a lot of people. They get out there and they have a try, and then they straight in trail shoes, hydration vest, and off they go.
So it's like anything. It's a family event, but not everyone is a runner. So if you come along as a family and mum or dad or the kids are out running, what can you do whilst you're waiting?
Well, we've got a really nice event centre set up. You know, community events are all about the whole experience. So we've got a really nice event centre. We've got music playing. We've got Dave, our commentator, who's always keeping the fun moving. He's great. We've got food trucks and coffee trucks there. Obviously, the kids' race is quite a feature because it happens up on the oval, so everyone sees that. And that's a lot of fun. We've got lots of prizes. So there's a real buzz about the event centre. Obviously, you guys will be there. We've got some of our other partners. Capital Brewing will be there doing some zero alcohol beer sampling, which is pretty cool. And one of the features of the event is we never know who's going to get back first, whether it's going to be a 6, a 12 or a 20K runner, because they all kind of, the leaders finish it around the same time. Cool, so you suddenly start having these waves of people rolling through and families cheering, and it's good fun. And
tell us, how did the name, or where does the name Bear Creek come from?
Well, people have asked about bear, and there's been some references to, has anyone run it nude before, which made us really nervous, but no, the answer is no. But it comes from Bear Creek. One of the main creeks that run through Garrigal Park is Bear Creek. It's the feature, it's where the main water crossing is, which is so photo worthy, it's not even funny.
I do remember that bit.
Yeah, and you do see people hammering through. We've had a few people doing the swan dive into the water, which is pretty good. As a spectator, it is hilarious. As a runner, it's a bit of a novelty, as we said, but that's just such an iconic part of the event. One of my personal faves, and I do live in the area, is the French's Creek track, but that's a fantastic bit of single track. It's got a climb in it. The Heath track is also pretty iconic. It's one of the big descents that you come off the ridge line, and that's really good. It's also got a lot of Aboriginal significance and that kind of thing. So it's a really inclusive race. Last year, 54% of our runners were female.
Running sometimes has that undertone of being a little bit elite, trying to run a certain time, but I think the nice thing about Bear Creek for one, but trail running in general, is just, it doesn't matter.
That's exactly right. One of the biggest cheers last year was for one of our 12K finishers who had never done a trail run before. She was out there for a long time, and we had a huge cheer when she came across the line. Very, very last finisher, and she had a blast out there. She's emailed us since she's back. That's a cool part of it.
Leader that downhill at the start, pace yourself down there, because that's a very easy part if you're not used to running downhills, and it's a pretty good downhill.
It's a solid downhill.
Super fatiguing on the muscle.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's
a great one. I'm going to borrow that.
Okay. I like it. Anyway, Simon,
awesome.
Thanks for coming along.
Thanks for being on board.